Today I really want to talk about main two things that happened yesterday. Not just yesterday, but they were the somewhat the climax yesterday. How people are not, not volatile or I don't know this word in English, voluble. I'll check that out afterwards. But how can they change their minds like from wine to water in a second? That relates to a guy that was my friend, and we lent each other some equipment for agricultural purposes. That was a water tank to fulfill spraying, to be used in aid to transport water for spraying the fields against insects. Because many people say, pesticides and this and that, but when you plant a crop, the insects come in a way that if you're not from the field, you never would understand. And especially when it's hot, they are like Brazilian guys in the carnival trying to procreate, but they accelerate their life cycles within higher temperature. Temperature is one of the greatest major factor for the plants, and then agriculture, because everything is related with it, plants. And I was saying, any study says that roughly 50% of human DNA are the same to the plants, and that roughly 1% of the monkey DNA is different from our humans, and what of great difference it end up doing, right? I'm rusty. This English have to get polished, dudes. And so, people's minds volatility or volubility, I'll check that word. I have to have a second phone to be checking this already, or sometimes when I begin editing and showing stuff. Right now I'm not going to edit anything, just to free flow. And people, this guy he landed me out, and then a common employee of ours, a helper, had the truck that he used to use some freight cargoes in spare time to earn some extra cash. And then I ended up advancing the payment from the engine rebuilding for him, the pistons. In Brazil we say, I don't know this in English, but we say the piston which does the combustion of the motor, and then we start the vibrating movement, and then to the axis, and then to the wheel. This piston has a chamber. In Brazil we call it like a shirt, but it's a chamber. And then so I paid in advance for him, because I just I've done that for just gratitude. And then the guy said, okay, I'm gonna pay you back when I can with the money, and this never happened. They lied and stuff and all. Maybe he run out of money. And then I used my credit card because I was just going to have money on the harvest. And then the drought, the third drought in a row striked again and stuff. Then we didn't harvest well the cassava, which is one of the highest endurance plants because it really is adapted to Brazilian structure. It's roughly being evolving here. And so this friend took this guy's truck, but I had this water tank lent from him, and then he began saying, "No, but what about the rent?" I said, "What rent, man? What rent we're talking about? If you say you're not gonna pay me, no problem. I already knew that. I'm just doing what any bank would do to me because I use my credit card to pay. Okay, don't give me this rent shit." So now you don't pay any money to your child, and I was giving him legal advice about that and stuff, which I hate doing that shit. It's the same guy that I talked earlier that was I don't know if he still is a drug dealer and got this girl knocked out this just because she was a model and stuff, fluffy head, born from this corrupt mayor from the city here, which is being sued now from the prosecutors. But nevertheless, so people begin building their bubbles in their heads. They are confused, conflicted realities, and just greedies. But I told you, man, no problem, you're not gonna pay. I already knew that. But I'm really, really ashamed. Not ashamed, but I would not say even pity because who am I? But what a shame of dad you're gonna be for a daughter, man. You're gonna be a liar to your daughter. I would really, really expect you to be a man and say, okay, I'm not gonna pay you, instead of just stalling, say I can't, I will, I won't. Things got bad. I know the weather, the harvest, the costs, and all of that shit. Say, okay, I can't. But don't stall, or don't say I will and then I will have the deposit, but then, oh, this and that happened, Oh, blah, blah, blah. Don't do that shit, man. Say, I can do it. Period. Be a fucking man. Things got really out of hand and I can't. It's better not to be doing political committee, saying things out like that the other person's not stupid. It's like you guys like to say, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. Okay? But don't do that. Don't be a fucking Elizabeth Holmes, a fucking Bernie Madoff, a fucking Wolf of Wall Street, don't know the name of Jordan Belfort. Don't be that piece of shit. Of course the movie with DiCaprio, Scorsese is a masterpiece because both of them are. Of course all of that. But don't give hype to these motherfuckers, man. I learned to sell and to fool someone else into a trap. What a shit fucking scumbag that you are, man. You don't have to be a mobster to kill the other people. You're not God, you're not supposed to do that unless in self-defense, and even then, you have to really, really, really think about that. Really careful. But man, don't be a piece of shit. Live under the bridge if you have to. But die intact, man, die intact. The coffin, the casket is a single place only, man. Don't belong where you don't belong just to be, because when you really need it, nobody's gonna be there. So why sell yourself short, man? So why become a whore? I'm not judging value here because I know there are the stories of whores that have to pay cancer for their mothers. Apart from that shit, apart from the ones that really want the material, high level things to be seen and be liked, the egotistical stuff. That's what the thing that is all about, should be about here. Okay, nevertheless, that was just things I wanted to pull out of my chest, and hopefully that that you serve for somebody, right, in the future. Even that's just me, you know. Even that this camera is just Wilson. Wilson. Take care, like and subscribe, and comment. Goodbye.